Caracas, August 27, 2025. The ornate halls of the Miraflores Palace carried a message far beyond the usual protocol of a diplomatic reception. On this day, Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro welcomed the newly appointed ambassador of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ruslan Durazagayev. But alongside handshakes and formalities came sharp words aimed squarely at Washington. Before the gathered diplomats and media, Maduro accused the United States of what he called gunboat diplomacy. His remarks were triggered by reports that a US nuclear-powered submarine had entered the southern Caribbean. According to Maduro, this was not just a military maneuver. It was, in his words, a violation of the Treaty of Tlatelolco, the regional accord prohibiting nuclear weapons in Latin America and the Caribbean. Our diplomacy is not the gunboat diplomacy of threats, because the world cannot be the world of 100 years ago again. Our diplomacy is the diplomacy of dignity, the Bolivarian diplomacy of peace. Our diplomacy comes from Bolivar, from Chavez. The treaty Maduro referred to, signed in Mexico City in 1967, remains one of Latin America's proudest diplomatic achievements. It created the world's first nuclear weapons-free zone in a densely populated region, binding signatories from Mexico to Argentina. For Venezuela, invoking this treaty was a deliberate appeal to international law, positioning Caracas as the defender of peace against what it described as US provocation. The US Navy's recent deployments are at the center of the dispute. Officials confirmed the presence of the USS Lake Erie, a guided missile cruiser, and the USS Newport News, a nuclear-powered fast-attack submarine. Both are part of a broader military push authorized by President Donald Trump, aimed at tackling threats from Latin American drug cartels and enhancing border security in the South. Earlier this year, the Trump administration went further, designating Mexico's Sinaloa cartel, Venezuela's Tren de Aragua, and several other criminal groups as global terrorist entities. To Washington, the message is about law enforcement and deterrence. To Caracas, it looks like the return of Cold War-style intimidation. The day's ceremony was designed to showcase Venezuela's ongoing diplomatic outreach. As Maduro clasped hands with Azerbaijan's envoy, state television broadcast the images nationwide. The symbolism was unmistakable. Even amid escalating US pressure, Venezuela continues to engage with partners across the world. The gesture framed Caracas not as an isolated regime, but as a nation rallying international solidarity against what Maduro described as unprecedented threats.